Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Supernautus stream with me, Supernautus, continuing The Last Door. The last time we finished stuck in a coffin, having watched a priest burn himself alive. Yeah, that's how impressive and not depressing at all the storyline of this game is. But don't worry, we'll try and lighten it up a little bit for you. Heading on to episode, if we can, episode 3, The Four Witnesses. Let's get it. Previously on The Last Door. Unfortunately, it's not a load of jump cuts and, silly stuff. After the death of his old friend Anthony, David decides to travel back to the school they both attended in the outskirts of Aberdeen. In his search, Devitt meets his old teacher, Father Ernest. He also remembers the experiment they all attempted many years back, which had terrible consequences. Then truth is revealed. Father Ernest worships the eye of the bird, a vision resulting from the experiment. He killed many people trying to replicate its results. Yeah, he was also just a little bit crazy. Those who saw the eye back then, he calls the Four Witnesses. When discovered, Ernest immolates himself. Yeah, little extreme, but that's what he did. Finally, Ernest's servant knocks Devitt out and buries him alive. And that's where we are. Stuck in a coffin. All is darkness. All is cold. All is silence. All is heavy breathing, apparently. Aha! We got out of the coffin. But we were buried underground before. Let's crack the credits. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting story up to this point. Mainly about people who seem to have forgotten about their past. And actually, given some of the things that seem to have happened in these people's pasts, maybe that's not a bad idea. Special thanks, indeed. So here we are. In the forest again. We did walk through a forest before earlier in the game yesterday, where we saw some weird stuff hanging from trees and just general strangeness, really, wasn't it? Here we are in a lounge with a man in front of an open fire. Jeremiah, we must talk. With your mother deceased, arrangements have to be made regarding your upbringing. A man of my position and responsibility can't take the time to look after a young boy. And people might talk. First thing in the morning, you'll depart for Scotland. I'm sending you to study at the St. Gall boarding school in Aberdeen. You need not bother to write, as I will not have time to read your letters. What a nice guy. Guess we have to keep walking through this snowy forest. Looks like he has like a gas mask on or something. I don't know. It's a little confusing. Still no letters for you, Devitt. Please do not persist any further. Nobody's particularly very nice in this place, are they? Or is that his hand over his face? I'm really not sure. Or whatever it is, it's quite distracting. But that's what happens with the low detail of a kind of pixel art game, isn't it? Pleased to meet you, my new classmates. He doesn't yet know their names. And who is that? Oh, that's just Devitt. Pay him no mind, he's a little odd. Wouldn't you be if you were kind of thrown into a boarding school by somebody who doesn't want anything to do with you? And then they don't want anything to do with you either. Interesting. Hello, I'm Anthony. Anthony Beechworth. This is my first term here. I've only just arrived. Well, we found his body hanging in the first episode, so there's nothing good to come of that story, I'm afraid. I hope we can be friends. Well, they are. I'm not sure that necessarily helped anyone. Let's keep going. I'm not sure. Is it something clinging to him? I don't really... So here we are, we're in a room. What? What is happening? Well, you've just got out of a coffin, as you know. Shiver runs down my spine when I look at what could have been my eternal deathbed. Yeah, well, it's not, so it's okay. What do we have here? A scroll on the wall. My head's pounding. I feel so weak and thirsty. If I don't drink water soon, I'll faint. Dear Lord, where am I? Well, I don't think there's any water around here. Eyes close, ears muffle, and voices hush in the land that loves silence. That's great. That doesn't tell me anything. Any chance there might be some water here? If there is, it doesn't look like it's going to be there. The light is dazzling. Dazzling. But not helpful. Yeah, so yeah, this guy's kind of not been very lucky. He's lost his friend. He's gone to find some information at his old boarding school, and he's ended up buried in a coffin. Not the greatest of days. I'm in a city. Is it Aberdeen? How could I have escaped? Aberdeen looks a bit greyer than that, so I'm going to say you're not in Aberdeen. Sorry. What's this? The 4 witnesses. I wonder how it got in my pocket. Maybe it just appeared there, eh? It's a ticket to see a play called The 4 Witnesses, which I think has quite a bit of relevance on kind of the story of him and his friends. I guess we'll find that out in time. I can't see anything beyond this wall but the dark facades of buildings on the far side. There's probably not much to see, let's be honest. Let's keep walking, because there's nothing here for us at the moment. But we do need water. Water. Oh, cheapest potatoes in town. I don't think potatoes are much use to us. Young man, could you please tell me where I am? No, he doesn't speak, obviously. Let's have a look at this man selling potatoes. He probably just wants to sell his potatoes. Can you give me some water? This isn't a charity. Toff, I only sell to paying customers, so cough up or get out. Do you want a ticket to a play? Guess not. So yeah, this guy is basically not going to help us in the slightest. Some water. Bugger off, basically. There's a drain pipe. Can we drink out of the drain pipe? He's selling watercress. We don't have money, so there's nothing much we can do. A cart blocking the alley. Won't be able to pass till it's moved. Well, whose cart's that? Is he going to say anything now? Where am I? I'm in a place where they draw blanks. Okay, who's this guy? An indigent. In ragged clothing. He sits leaning against the brickwork. And that's all he'll tell me. Is there anything we can do to the cart? Can we move it ourselves? Apparently not. So let's see if anyone here knows what's going on with this cart. Maybe he's trying to get a captive market. No, all he's going to say is, I'm not going to give you any water And obviously he's not going to talk to us. Oh, yeah, we can walk a bit further across. Who's that? Young man sleeping under a filthy blanket. And a young woman suffering difficulty breathing. If we wait long enough, maybe we can get their water. Here's a man. I need water. Get out of here drunk. If I was a drunk, surely I'd be asking for, like, beer or something. A man staring at me from amidst the crowd. Something in his countenance seems strange to me. Is it that man there? Oh, he's walked away, look. Please, ma'am, can you tell me where I am? You don't know where you're at? Why, this is the old Nickel Street Rookery. A darker, more decrepit place like never there was. But that's in London. How could I have arrived in this slum? And that guy just locked himself behind a gate just to get away from us. See what's up here. Ah, we have some water. Grimy, sooty water. Well, I think we're just going to have to endanger our health. Overcome with thirst is what we are, even though it stinks. It stinks, guys. But he's going to drink it anyway. Did that make him feel any better? No, it really didn't. It really didn't make him feel any better. He's collapsed on the ground and fallen asleep. Must have fainted. It's dangerous to be in Old Nickel at night. I should make my way out as quickly as possible. Well, the question is, how? Do we go back that way? It would appear so, because there's nowhere else we can go. So we go back to the main street. And the shopkeepers are gone. So that might give us some interesting chances to see if there's anything else around. Which we'll do in just one moment. Okay. So you can't get through that gate that guy hid himself behind. And that's fine. There's nobody at the stall anymore. And none of these people are even sleeping by the doors. So where did they go? Oh, it's a bit foggy here. But look, the cart's gone, so we can get past here now. What do we have here? Herr Dr. Wakefield is here to see you, mein Herr. Show him in, Hertz. Now, what's he really going to tell us? It is about your patient, is it not? I'm not going to try a German accent. I don't want to offend anyone too much. There is no trace of him. He hasn't shown up for his last few sessions. Has he not? I have been to his house, of course. His landlady assured me he went on a trip weeks ago and hasn't come back home. He kept the destination to himself. Then it is happening as I feared. What do you mean? I'm sorry, my dear friend. I first thought of this when you described your sessions with Herr Devitt, but I didn't want to upset you without need, as I hoped for the best. Now I'm afraid my suspicions could be true. There are some things that I will have to verify first, though. I promise that I'll contact you as soon as I have learned anything important. Are you likely to learn anything important, do you think? Please, Herr Doctor. It is of the utmost importance. No one else knows of this matter. Is it? You have my total discretion. So I don't know what's going on. People hunting for me apparently now. Wondering what we're doing. Yes, as we know, it's episode 3. the 4 witnesses. So where are we? Oh, here we are. I feel like I've been walking these streets for hours. Surely I must be close to finding my way out of this. Surely. Labyrinth. Ah, see, I should have carried on. Finding his way out of this labyrinth. Well, there's some stairs. Let's take them. Oh. That's that guy, isn't it? That is that guy. It's a rusty old oil lamp sitting empty in the corner. No, it doesn't belong to anybody. You're welcome to take it if you like. I'm not sure what good it'll do without any oil, though. Well, not very much. But we'll have it if you're going to give it to us. Thank you very much. Does she have anything to say? Do you hear them? It's the crows, searching for the moans of the weak and dying. They're calling to each other. They must have found something. Well, yeah, they must have found something to eat, maybe? Could you help me? Streets are confusing to navigate. I'm afraid I've lost my way. Could you direct me out? Yes, lost one, I can give you direction. I've been gifted with the second sight. I don't know if that's the kind of direction we want. I can peer deep into your past and unwind the tapestry of your fate. Would you like me to close my eyes so that yours may be opened? Well, probably not really, but why not carry on? I haven't a penny to pay. Well, I don't believe in fortune telling. On second thought, I'm willing to try anything. But I haven't got a penny to pay. Money's of no matter here. Come close to me now. Oh, we've got some cards. Ladies and gentlemen, return over death 5 times. The dying star. I've lost my guide. I follow the stream but do not know where it goes. I think I've escaped, but actually I'm getting closer and closer. That's exciting, but let's be honest. Bollocks. The puppet, threads hanging from an immense hand of dust, converge upon a single point, your mind, where memories, oblivions, and shadows cluster as one. It is your friend and foe, your home and your prison. And also bollocks. The scream, it begs you to escape. Mute, it shrieks your lost name. Sharp, painful, and burning. Its voice is one you know. And so on and so on. I don't understand what does it all mean. I can't unpick these ones. The threads you've woven in destiny are too tight, child. But you will. Oh yes, you will. That's great. So basically you're not able to help me at all. As I thought. It's not for me to say, but for you to discover. Remember that in the fog we see only what's closest to us. The bird remains in the distance. If you wish to leave, you must follow the path of the bird. No more direction can I give. Presumably it's that way then, to the right. Pardon me, I must go. You will need a map to guide your steps. Farewell. Yeah, thanks very much for all your help. Oh, here's that guy. Oh, and he's walked away again. So we got to follow him, chase him, all the way. I guess this is all we're doing. Right, he's gone again. You may keep my miserable kingdom, you may keep my spike-encrusted jewels. Stay there as you will and stare. Into my eyes, I am a shadow's shadow and will not disappoint. Right, but we're going this way to see what this guy's wanting. There he is again. Oh, he's going inside. And this time he hasn't locked the door on us. Okay, well, we can't really do anything there then, can we? Because we've got a lamp, but it's not got any oil. So I guess back we go. We're not walking into a dark house without knowing where we are. So we're going to go back this way, because there was a route we could... Oh, did I go to the right place? Go back a second. There was another door. There. Oh, we're back here with the stairs. Okay. So we're going to go here this time, because we've not been here. Got a lamp, a window, boarded up, window of a rundown house. Dust smearing glasses, which prevents me from seeing the interior. Exciting stuff. We've got another door. And not much of anything else, so I guess we're going to go in here. And we'll go inside. Okay, so it's like a place with like purple light everywhere. And flies buzzing around carcasses that I can't make out. Cuts of rancid meat lie discarded on the butcher's block. And there's a fly there. It's horrible. Let's keep going, because there's nothing there. Oh, we've got... what's that? Oh, I've somehow completed a puzzle. The remains of a horse hang by a hook affixed to the wall. Its blood drains, seeping into the floorboards. That's exciting. Is that a door? Looks like it might be an entrance of some kind. Let's go in then. Not another room. What's that? Rusted out drums. Empty. Yeah, it's the same thing. What was this? Yeah, just the same thing again. We've got a bottle under that table. Bottle of gin. Empty, but could be useful. What was a weapon? I don't know. This machine is old and in disrepair. It appears to be some sort of filtering machine. Despite its condition, it seems to have been used just recently. How exciting. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so that's just the machine we've been looking at. What's that? A glass essentia. Liquids are poured into the top and then impurities removed through a valve at the bottom. Okay. What use is that to me? Not much, I would hazard to guess, but maybe there's something maybe we can filter some oil or some water or something using that. Actually, yeah, that's probably what it is. To get some clean water to drink. Let's hope. Okay. Back we go. Back here we go. Nothing else to do here. We'll go up the stairs again, I think. There's that lady again that was telling her fortune. So I think we want to go here. There was another entrance we didn't try. It looked like a sewer grate of some kind. And there's a door there, but I don't think we can open it. Latch shut. That'll be with the gate that guy came through when he went through himself, remember? He went through and then I obviously had to come round to follow him. It's a little bit awkward, but, you know, seems to be how things are working here. I'm sure we'll be okay. Let's look at this sewer with its ominous note above it. Let's take this empty lamp. Can we do anything with it? What was this? Rats. The sewer's flooded here with an ankle-deep pool of water, patches of oil swirling on its surface. Oh. Yeah, maybe we can use the lamp here. No, apparently not. Oh, because it's water, not oil. But if I collect water there and go back to that place we were at before, in the butcher's shop, we'll be able to purify that water, won't we? Or should I say, we'll be able to filter out the oil. So we're going back this way. That way. Up there. Over here. Oh, buzzing flies again. It's a horrible place, this butcher's shop. I'm hoping it's not like, it's not open, because that would be kind of disturbing, to be honest. We want that, and we want to put it through there. Pour the contents of the bottle into the essentia. The oil floats on the surface. When I open the valve, I'll drain the water until all of the water has been removed, leaving just oil. I hope. Only the oil remains. Let's take the lamp and fill it with the oil. And now we can go to where that guy went and actually go and look in there now. I think. So let's go back. Go back and find that man. Right, so we go this way first. I'm going to go up the stairs. We want to go to the right. And instead of going to the sewer, we want to go up here this time. And into that building again. See if we can find this guy and see what he wants. I don't dare go on. I'll light the light. Oh. Hold on. I just thought of something. We don't have any matches to light it. But maybe we can find something useful somewhere nearby. Well, she's got... Oh yeah, look. She's got like a fire at her feet. Coals. Can we light the lamp from the coals? I'm guessing we can. Let's go back there now. Now that the lamp's lit, we'll actually be able to get somewhere there. So yeah, this is an interesting game. I say there are 4 episodes. We're on episode 3 at the moment. I'm hoping to get through episode 3 and into episode 4. What do we have in here? This house is falling to pieces. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Oh, there's something to look at. A worn out old coat hangs on the rack. In one of its pockets is a pair of gloves. Well, we're cold. So let's have the coat and the gloves. Can we put them on? No, it's just the gloves. Can't take the coat, no? We're going to be cold. You're gonna catch your death of cold. I'm telling you now. Let's see. We got that. What's that there? An old bottle of Saint Emilion Grand Cru, covered with dust. Can't take it. There's another door. But let's take a look upstairs first. Let's keep going. Oh, we got a door. A room to enter. And some ominous laughter. That's nice. Just what we don't see. Now my eyes focus on the gloom. I can see that the person sitting on the bed is an elderly woman. She's just dressed up as a young girl for some reason. She appears not to hear or see me from here. I'll not get closer if I am to explain myself. What? Let's have a look at something here. Something amongst the embers in the fireplace. Well, we don't want to burn our hands, so... It's a spherical piece of metal, a doorknob? Yeah, it looks like it is indeed a doorknob. Let's speak to this strange old woman. Now I don't want to dance and sing anymore. It's enough for today. I want my lemonade. I want to play. Yeah, she thinks she's a little kid. Who are you? Actually, madam, I'm afraid I've never met you before. I don't know who you are. Ah, don't you recognise me? No, I don't. I'm sorry. No, madam, I'm afraid I do not. I am very sorry. Oh, no, not at all. It's fine. It's been a while since I last performed, I suppose. But don't you forget it. I'm the great little Catty. Singer, dancer, the golden girl of London's music halls. No, you're not. You're just a crazy old woman. I want to get out of this place. Hide and seek. Oh, I do love games. I go to the fog when I want to get away. Daddy won't find me there, you see. In the fog there are no faces. Weird man is the topic of conversation here. I'm looking for a gentleman. He's well dressed with red hair. Do you know him? He led me to this place. No, Father. I've been practicing the latest repertoire as you ordered. I've behaved very well today, haven't I? Let's play. Let's not. Now stand next to the fireplace and count to 3. Sure. 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? You've not moved. It's not much of a game. You're just standing there. You're about to do something really creepy. Oh, 1, 2, 3. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oh. There's somebody else here playing the piano. Haha. She thinks she's going to catch me. One more song. Oh my word. That's just the kind of thing we don't need, isn't it? Okay. Why not? And she's gone. What the blazes just happened? My head is pounding. And where did she go? Well, she went elsewhere, of course. I'm exhausted. Father made me rehearse today for 8 hours. By the end, the music wavered with his trembling hands. It's still a long time for the day of the show, but he insisted that everything must be perfect. One more song, he'd say, over and over. Father got really mad at me and started to shout when, after many hours of rehearsal, I said that I wanted to get out and play a little bit in the street. More and more, he is obsessed with rehearsing, with concerts, with perfection. Am I not the one who earned the money to feed us? Am I not the one people come from all over to see and admire? Is my name not the one printed on all the posters? My name. The dolls for sale at the theatre entrance, they have my likeness, my dress and my beautiful hair. I should be the one who makes the decisions, yes, but you're not, are you? One more song, yes, one more, a last song for you, Papa. That might explain the piano. Well, that's good. We got some clothing here, I guess. The pile of things on the floor after Catty's disappearance, there's a mask. Can we take the mask? It's smashed. Maybe that was the guy. It's a porcelain mask. It broke when it fell. The distorted features, there's a grotesqueness to them. I don't like to look at it. And look underneath the mask, a photograph. And that's of the girl with her dad on the piano. Little Catty show. There's a little girl lit up by spotlight in a music hall, singing to live piano. Exciting. Very exciting. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, there's a mirror. Should we do this? It's just his reflection, thank goodness, not some random thing appearing behind him, as you might expect. Still got someone laughing. Stop laughing, mate. There's nothing funny going on. Honestly. Ho 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 ho, that's hilarious. Oh, there's a ladder there. Don't think I want to go up the ladder. Doorknob's missing. Guess that's the doorknob for this door. But the laughter's much louder here. I'm a little concerned. Where are we? This game has a habit of shutting itself down. If you'll excuse me just a moment, we'll be straight back into it. Momentarily. I do apologise. But this is the second time this has happened. This happened yesterday when we were playing as well. And now we have to go through the intro again. Which is a little bit frustrating. Nevertheless, let's continue on. And let's try doing this again. I do apologise. But we'll get there in time. Doorknob's missing. Doorknob's here. Open the door. And in. There we go. Oh, and the laughter's much louder now. It's coming from behind the curtain. The question is, do we really want to open the curtain? The laughter's coming from behind the curtains. I can faintly see the outline of a figure on the other side. Oh, come on then. Nice be having you. It's a porcelain doll with lifelike proportions. The face has been removed, leaving her featureless, but its wig shines brightly as though of human hair. Okay, so we've got laughter from something that's not even there. We can't put the face back on. Oh, it's got to be this gramophone, hasn't it? Put that off. No more laughter? No more laughter. There we are. That's much better. Was it... Does it go anywhere? Oh. It appears that now it's someone crying. So it was someone laughing before, and now we got crying. Enough of that nonsense. There's nothing in here, apart from a smashed up doll. Oh, what's in the mirror? A big wall mirror. It's so covered in dust that I can't recognise my face, though. Exciting. At least we don't have any creepy laughter anymore. We've got another door. We've got a ladder there too. Aha, who's this? He's got a stick. And he's playing a violin. Let's have a chat. No, no, no! Did I not pray enough? Have I not written faithfully every last note you screwed into me? Middle C up to A, measure G, up to C, tied F, second violin bar 2, middle C up to A, double note E, G, C, no. This is supposed to be our masterpiece. Voila, viola C, up an octave, and then up to G. What? Who do you think you are, you blind man? Can't you see that I'm creating the angel's voice, the work? C to A, an octave higher, a fragile voice, flutters around the strophe. No. Hands swallow you, laugh at you, I lost it again. Crazy conversation. Oh, you're right, sir. My inspiration too is lost, quite lost in the fog. The notes moan, just her. Who was she? Oh, beautiful Daphne, the best soloist that a composer could have, the voice of an angel. What made my music possible? She would stand there by the window, the wind caressed her cheeks. It danced in her golden hair, her dress glowed like an ember in the dusk sun. Looks like she's a tailor's dummy, mate. What happened to her? Oh, never mind. I'm following a man. Though come to think of it, maybe he's following me. He has a red beard and wears a cape. I sometimes find this man too among my notes. I feel him close to me at times. That's not any help to me. What happened to her? She was very delicate, like a flower in the desert, like a petal in the storm. The sickness had just swept her away. Her voice, my God, her voice. It came from heaven. She was the angel of my music. Please, I need to get out of this place. You ask me for words, but words are betrayers. They're dirty. Music, just music, remains beautiful. But it's a prisoner inside all of us. We must set it free. I can't help you now, not until my work is finished. My work is the important thing. She was my only inspiration. I must go. Let music and singing surround you, my man. Yeah, okay. Why not? What have we got here, anyway? Paper bound in a roll that seems to be a discarded musical score. Can I have it? Apparently so. Apparently I can. Didn't seem to care I might be stealing his music. Let's go out of here. It's just nonsense. What else have we got? There was that ladder, wasn't there? Yeah, I'm a little creeped out with the idea of going into attics and places like this, but... What the hell, eh? You only live once. We've got a piano. How they got it up here, I've got no bloody idea. It looks like the lyrics to a song entitled The Last Song for You. The verses are scrawled so poorly as to make them illegible. We have a piano. It's so dusty I dare say it hasn't been played in years. I wonder if it still works. And let's not forget, how the hell did they get it up here? Because, you know, that's quite important. So we've got a musical score and we've got a piano. But we're not playing that musical score on the piano. Two notes, but something's preventing one of the keys from depressing. Interesting. Can we open the piano lid? A key hidden under the key. Useful. Presumably it's to let something out of this cage. What have we got here? Let's see. Cage must have had a bird. Only a feather remains. Is the music any easier? Blowing through the paper roll I can make the feather fly. Yeah, well done. You got a bird's feather. A big black feather with some grey spots in the base. Dandruff, probably. I don't know if birds get dandruff. Maybe something equivalent. You tell me. Do birds get dandruff? All these questions and more on Supernautus streams. Anyway, let's continue. Because there's nothing else in the attic. But we found a key. I think there was this. Yeah, an old wardrobe. Which is locked. Yeah. And this is a key. What's that? An elegant scarlet party dress. You know, I get the feeling that we've got to recreate this guy's muse. Like a dress, a face. Just needs a blonde wig and then we'll be golden. Although it looks like I might be missing that. Am I missing anything? Because it seems to me that I should have hair for the little girl, surely. But there isn't any. I haven't seen any. But I feel like she should have had a wig. Shouldn't she have had a wig? Have I missed something? I think I've missed something. Let's go back here. The only other... Oh, well, there was the porcelain doll in the bath, wasn't there? The bath in the room with the ominous laughter. Oh yeah, look. Yeah, hair. There we are, that's something we're missing. So yeah, I've got a feeling we're obviously rebuilding this guy's muse so that he'll be able to play his music properly. Let's go out first though. I want to see... There was a door we opened downstairs which we didn't go through. So we're going to have a look at that. If I can get the exit point of this. There we go. Okay, so we opened this door at the back of the room. Let's see where it goes. Okay, it takes me outside. I don't know if we wanted to go outside. Let's take a quick look around. Mould covers the wood stacked in this shed. We've got a tree stump. Judging by the resin oozing on the surface of this tree trunk, it appears to have been recently chopped down. Well, resin, sticky resin. Can we pick some up then? Well, what can I pick it up with then? Can I pick it up with the mask? No. With the feather? Yeah, apparently I can coat the feather with resin. Okay. So then, use the resin to glue the mask back together. Yes! We have a glued mask, a fixed mask. So I think we have all the pieces we need to get the musician to, well, to stop being crazy, basically. We could do without a crazy musician. So let's get him on an even keel. Although, he's in the room, he's going to see what I'm doing, isn't he? Although he is quite distracted. Even when I spoke to him, he didn't really react that well. Okay, so let's dress up this dummy, look. Oh, he stopped. I didn't say anything. Put some hair on it. Yes, just right. It looks more and more like the young woman in the painting. And with a face... The job's done. Daphne, you're back. Are you a figment of my melancholic mind? Are you a ghost of my dying music? No, it doesn't matter, because you're with me again. I now know exactly how to compose my masterpiece. Please take my violin, now that I've completed my work. I no longer have a use for it. It needs to be with her. Go to the mausoleum and place the violin where her heart lies. The angel of my music will guide you there. Here, take the key to the mausoleum, my friend. I don't really want to go to another mausoleum if I could help it. Look for the Simurg. Yeah, why not? If you say so, buddy. I don't know. I am actually interested to know what the hell he was talking about there. Simurg. It's what the crows are searching for. It's what you search for too. That's exciting. Look for the Simurg. Yeah, we heard you the first time. Sounds like nonsense to me personally. But I'm sure we'll learn what it is soon enough. Is the mausoleum at the back of the house? Because there was like a building at the back, wasn't there? I never really looked at. We have a violin. We have a black key. Yeah, that looks sufficiently mausoleum-esque. So let's open it up with a black key. Yeah, and in we go. Oh, let's read this. Here lies an angel. Great pity must be felt for those who did not hear her. Pity for those not blessed by her naive grace, not shaken by her heavenly voice, trembling their souls into divine ascendance. Here lies Daphne. God rest her soul. So is that where we put the violin? No. What's that? Sarcophagus is broken? Where on earth is the coffin? Who could have done this? Someone tells me that I can't just dump the violin there then. I was asked to leave the violin close to Daphne's heart, but she isn't here anymore. Well, what are we supposed to do then? Oh, there's a hole in the wall. Trail of soil leads from the sarcophagus to this hole. Was the coffin transported through here? We've got grave robbers, guys. We're chasing grave robbers now. Isn't that exciting? Oh. And look, we have a line here where something's been dragged. What is this place? Bookshop, the great god Pan. And that's presumably a locked gate. So it looks like we're going into the green door. Well, except we're not, because it's locked. Can't see anything through these dirty window panes. Let's click on this gate. Oh, what was that? There was a knock on the door. Let's go back. Maybe I can see something if I look in the keyhole. Get your eyes poked out. That's a one-way ticket to getting your eyes poked out, man. Darkness and nothing more. What's the point? Whoa! Well, that's not the kind of thing we wanted to see, is it? But it let us in. Whatever that was, the Eye of Sauron let us in, guys. Well, let's go in. That's a little scary. And when I say a little, I mean, well, very scary. Let's have a look what we're looking at while we're here. With the help of River, the naiad Daphne hid from the sun in the shadowy mists. She changed her skin for strong bark, so her heart was forever concealed, her dance frozen in the rustle of 1,000 leaves. More books. Books with unpronounceable names and dead languages. Yes. Oh, more books. Myths and legends, this time Norse tales, Greek, ancient, Sumerian, others that I don't recognise. Some of these scripts I've never seen. We've got a doorway. So let's go through the doorway. Oh. Is that? That's the guy, isn't it? I beg your pardon, sir, if I've startled you. What are you doing here in the dark? Sitting in the dark. Why, I'm reading these marvellous books. I'm not in the dark, you aren't. In the dark? But how can you see the words without any light? Oh no, hold on. He might have a bright yellow eye. That's the only way to see them, really. That is, if you want to see the words on the other side of the page, the words from the shadows. Shadow always hides from the light, you know, so they can only be read in darkness. Are you the owner of this bookshop, you crazy son of a... Oh, goodness no, the bookshop doesn't belong to anyone, not since I found it here. I'm just a guest and explorer of these ancient tomes. Have you seen a man pass this way? He's red-haired, tall, and wears a cape. This guy looks like he's got a red beard, mate. Oh yes, I know of whom you speak. I see him here from time to time, perusing the books. He would pick one off the shelf, glance at it, and then put it back. He and I never spoke, though. Why'd you ask? I guess that he's calling me, guiding me somehow. I see him sometimes, but he slips away whenever I try to meet him. I feel as if he's guiding me towards something. That may be so. We each have our own white rabbit to lead us through lost places. White rabbits seem to be quite a popular symbol in this game. Can you tell me which books he perused? Let me think. Ah yes, I recall him looking at Unexplored Places of the Empire. An excellent tome, very revealing and very rare. This bookshop's very fortunate to have a copy in its collection. I'm not sure where it is now, but I'm sure it can't be far. We've got a massive bookshop and I'm supposed to... Pardon the interruption, sorry, I will leave you to your reading. Lunatic. Let's keep going then. Obviously we have to find this book. Oh, here's a woman's voice singing in the distance, singing a lullaby. Well, there shouldn't be a woman here, should there? I'm slightly concerned by the idea that there's somebody lurking here. Let's see what we find. We're just in stacks of books. Oh, but there's something different. Book on the floor, its spine reads Unexplored Places of the Empire. A page has been marked. Pick it up then. The place of the Eternal Fog, also known as Jaila, is a unique bay in the east of Balashwar, near the jungles of Bengala. Surrounded by tall, snow-capped mountains, usually covered in mist. The waters of the bay are very dangerous and rarely used. These aren't like the Mountains of Madness or something, are they? Oh, what's this? What is that? What is that? Oh, remains of a coffin that was burst from the inside. There's nothing in it. There's a tree here. It's a massive dead tree. How could it have formed here inside this building without sunlight? My guess is this is where we want to put that. No. It looks really dodgy when you look at it like that, doesn't it? Doesn't it look really concerning when you look at it like that, the symbol? No, enough of that. That's just silly. What have we got here? Anything to look at? Massive dead tree. Yeah, we know that. It's a massive dead tree. We get it. Okay. Yes, it's still a massive dead tree. Oh, what's that? On the ground lies a book entitled The Songs of Jaila. The page to which it was open has been torn out, but the remaining fragment identifies a song title, The Search for Simurgh. Well, that's interesting. What have we got up here? I see something caught in the branches. It appears to be a page torn from the book below. Don't know how you can tell that from down here. How do we get it down? Oh, well, let's go back. See what we can see. Is there anything else here? Oh, what's that? Okay. What is this? I want to go back up there because they said there was a book page. There must be a way to get it, surely. Because there's this, the Songs of Jaila, the Search for Simurgh, and there's that, but we can't get it. Can we get it with the violin? No, we can't get it. It seems like. I guess we'll just go back. Maybe we just can't get that. We just can't. It's just not possible. At least we got away from that haunting singing. It might not have lasted very long with all the singing. Well, let's keep going. Oh no. More singing. Oh, there's another note. I mustn't fall asleep. I hear them crawling, I hear them gnawing. Rats. Too many of them. They know I'm here. I mustn't fall asleep. They stalk me, coming closer and closer. I can see their blood-red eyes glimmering in the darkness. I mustn't fall asleep. I feel like we should be listening to the song Ghost here. All about the rats. Rats. A pile of ragged clothes caked with mud and full of holes. I tell you, the atmospheric kind of sound here is a little... You know, it's a little... It's a little funny when you're sitting here on your own in the middle of the night. The dead roots of a once great tree fill the cavernous sewer. A strange green moss covers its surface, and there's a great crack along its length. That's exciting. So what do we do here then? Well, there's a tree above us that burst from the woman's coffin. So it seems to be that maybe the coffin is the woman. It might very well be. The violins disappeared amongst the roots. That noise came from above. I guess we go back to where we were. Let's keep going. I think we want to go back where we came. Do we? Or don't we? No, let's keep going this way. Oh, what's this? Fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. Okay. Freddy Krueger will get you otherwise. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Rats. So we've been here before. This is where we got the oil. And we're back at that woman. Well, let's go this way because I don't think there was much else to find here. Oh, that's new, isn't it? Is this maybe that page that was stuck in the branches? Yeah, it's now within my reach. On the page is a strange poem. First into the wind they sought for the king, but lost were the birds that wept in suffering, and flew to the sea, compelled by a need. They found there silence. Their quest was complete. Uh-oh. That creeps back. I guess we gotta follow him again. Where's he gone this time? There he is. He's in the fog. Look. Come back. I just want to talk. Oh, it's far too foggy here now. Okay. Did poetry help? Oh. What's that? That's the tide. What's that? Oops. No, that's not where we want to go. Okay, let's try this way. No, there's nothing to do that way. What does that say? First into the wind they sought for the king. I don't want birds. That's wind. Okay, there we go. Now I understand. They sought the king. That looked like an angel. And that's, I don't know what that is. Not anything useful, I don't think. There's some wind. Fence. Hmm. There's nothing else here. It's weird. Oh. Oh wait. Is it the whole stanza or... First into the wind they sought for the king. Lost were the birds. What about birds? No, that's the wind. No. Okay, so the birds are this way. Yeah, okay, we got somewhere else. We got somewhere different. So we're okay. So there's waves and there's silence. Well, there's the waves. So now we want it to be utterly silent. Is that the silence? No. But this definitely is. No noise at all. I feel like we did it. I don't really know. Let's keep walking. It's definitely a different place, but... I guess we just keep going. Oh, I think we just saw something there. Go up there. I think we saw some movement. Aha, here he is. The man with the... Oh! He was leading us to the 4 witnesses. Thank you, please come in. You see? That's all it was. He was leading us to the 4 witnesses. Well, now here I am, viewing myself through a window. Is this just going to be a continuous walk, or... No, we've got something. Okay. We're in a theatre. Looks like we have to go through the curtains. Oh, now we've got a person. He says, "Hello, Jeremiah. I knew you would find us eventually. Welcome to our humble performance." You were there. You were part of the group. You don't remember my name, do you? I am Alexandra. What's all this about? What do you want from me? From you, nothing, dear Jeremiah. It's you who came here, searching for answers. It's the same reason as when you joined our group. We each came with our own reasons. Do you remember yours? No. But I believe it was true science. No, that was your friend Anthony's reason. His stubborn determination to discover the unknown was infectious. We followed him blindly, so confident were we in his determination, and there was no turning back. No turning back. That was true philosophy then. Indeed, it was our thirst for knowledge that drew us together. Thirst for knowledge. No one waits for us out there, dear Jeremiah. There is no one who will care for us when our hour comes. We'd been alone until now. Okay. So, how did I end up in London after being buried in the boarding school? The bird protects us. It is by his design that we should meet again, but we are not the only ones who take shelter beneath his wings. His influence and power is ever expanding, ever reaching. Do you not feel him beckoning? I only want to wake from this nightmare. This is no nightmare. It is a show, a performance. The truth we seek lies beyond the curtain. Now we've crossed the point of no return. The lights are on, the stage is set, and soon you shall meet the actors. Welcome. Oh, this is going to be creepy. Oh, jeez. Really? More faceless people? Really? It's the last thing we need. Come on. No more of this craziness. Like stone-faced human beings. This belongs to you. It would appear to be another mask. The last door. So that would be the end of episode 3. Dear Sir Dr. Wakefield, if you're reading this, then you've followed my instructions to arrive at the agreed upon address. Good. I apologise that I cannot accompany you immediately. My own investigations have demanded a certain unanticipated degree of attention. I've determined that your patient Devitt is in serious trouble. I'll contact you with more information post-haste. In the meantime, discretion is of the utmost importance. Your friend, Johann Kaufmann. So what are we doing? The adventure continues in episode 4. There we go, see? This game was funded by backers, so there it says that it was funded by 1,471 backers. And these are the various community descriptors. Let's continue the adventure in episode 4. Or finish the adventure in episode 4, perhaps. Previously. Well, we know what happened previously, because we just did it. So let's skip that and get started on episode 4. No, there is no turning back. I've made my mind. Okay, what we're doing. There's a ladder. Another thing we can do is the table, though. I'm ready. Oh, we go back to... Is that the guy we were playing as? Is that Devitt? Go on, do it. Okay. Now he's in a yellow jumpsuit. Do it! Oh my goodness. Do it! I'm not shouting in the middle of the night. Sorry. Credits. Okay. Enjoy the opening credits for, hopefully, the final time. Well, I say hopefully. I think the game's fairly enjoyable, although some of the ways things have happened have been a little disturbing. But I don't think they've been too disturbing. If you've been too disturbed, don't worry, it won't take too much longer, and the disturbance will be gone. Although I think we have been doing this for quite some time. Okay, we don't need to see the credits again, do we, really? Not really. The stars. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long-distant eras. Yeah, it's this guy in yellow again. Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower, from the last tree in the distance to the stars in the sky. And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world as if it were the curtain of a theatre. The veil separates the truth from the lie. Oh, it's the curtains again. Is this Twin Peaks? The veil is a place, Devitt. A place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. It's a tree of life. You must find the door as I did. The door that gives passage through the veil. Open it and we'll walk together beyond the mist. Okay. Let's do that. I suppose you're wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it, your letter was truly mysterious. I have been travelling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of St. Gall? Well, I haven't, and I'm from there. Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumour in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient? He was there. I'm afraid he is one of the victims. Dear God. Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Herr David was attacked but survived. Well, what happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr David in the midst of the act. Then he tried to do the same thing to David that he had done to the others. Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin. Herr David was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day. What was he doing there? Many years ago, the St. Gall Hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. Sorry, I can't keep that accent up. So we can assume that Herr David was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death. What was the cause of those awful deaths? No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces. I suspect you did not find Mr. Devitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all of these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them, there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr David within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle, with traces of an unknown substance. Well... what do we have here? A house. A forest. Ancient shadows. I'm sure this is the place. Alexandra's house must be just ahead. Well, let's keep going and see. We're not going to have cutscenes again, are we? Like we usually do when we're walking through forests. Apparently not, we're just straight to the house. An iron bar latching the door. Can we move it? It's quite odd that the door was latched from the outside. Yeah, let's get away from that. We've probably just let something out. We've got a door there and a door there. Anybody in? No one's answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit. Oh yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's just open the door and wander in. Okay, so we have a house. Painting of a strange woman staring down at me, glaring with silent reproach at my intrusion. Oh. Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Well, let's go in there anyway. What do we have here? A table. A couple of old teacups on the table. One of them's full and still warm. I haven't even walked over and touched it, but I can tell it's still warm. Crazy. Crazy abilities these people have. Let's see what's in here. Well, we have a kitchen, I guess. And there's an oil lamp. Well, can I have it? Good. That's good. Because I think we're going to need the lamp, because this place looks like it's going to be very dark. Very dark indeed. See? Plus we can see things that we couldn't see when we were there a minute ago. A diary. The last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. It says, "It's been a while since I can't devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. Dupre has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which it seems he shall not return any time soon. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child. I make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? The clockmaker just left. He's done such a good job. In the end, Mr. Dupre is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore." Looks like the diary of a member of Alexandra's household. What happened to them? Well, we will just have to find out, won't we? Let's go back over here. There's another door. Where does this go? Well, back garden. There's a gate, which I guess takes us back to where we were at the beginning. Yeah. Let's go in through the front door. There's lights on everywhere. Okay, so does this mean we're going upstairs? Yeah, we are. Where we heard footsteps. Let's go in there. Oh, there we are. Alexandra. Let's go and talk to him. Alexandra, it's me, Devitt. I'm sorry if I startled you. Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Is everything alright? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand? He's staring blankly at a distant point, as if he's not heard my question at all. What's going on? You told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what's happening here? Gives no answer, but persistently stares at something nearby. He appears to be in a hypnotic trance. Is he watching TV? When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I'd heard footsteps. Were they yours? For a moment, I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he's unresponsive. Alexandra, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. What happened to him? That's very strange. So it's obviously not him walking around. Let's go this way. Oh. Figurine of an angel facing the wall. Someone doesn't like it. Painting. Old man, ship's captain. Guarding this chest. Is he? It's going to be locked, surely. Nope. A large iron hook inside, we'll have that. Fragment of a diary under the hook. It says, I can't work in the basement anymore with those wretched sculptures. I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it's not possible. I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone, their frozen paroxysms. With what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them outdoors in the greenhouse and let the mould devour them, and wasps make nests of their hollow hearts. That'll be what I just released. So I guess we have a hook. We have that. What is that? Is that... Oh, let's go through here. Is that a window? Okay, so we have like an office. An invoice. May this document serve as record of the payment made corresponding to the following work, the cuckoo clock. Mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronise all clocks in the house. I see. A large envelope of black felt, covered in dust and ashes, is labelled with a warning, do not open it under white light. Okay, well, let's have it. Let's be having it. Excuse me. So we've had the invoice, we've had the envelope. There was nothing else here, I don't think, apart from the invoice that we already looked at. That's exciting. Oh, we've got a bookcase. lined with strange and complex books sometimes include the movements of shadows, preserving the mind, and lessons beyond nature. Sure. Whatever floats your boat. Another room, which looks more like a window than a room, because it's like just curtains. What do we have here? A camera tripod. And there we have obviously like a bath for developing photographs. Pictures hanging from a cord. Look like they were improperly developed, you can't distinguish anything. Kind of like this game. What's that? Is that blood? Red tinted glass. A cover that would be used to mask the lamp that's completely shattered on the floor. Of course, this would be where we'd have to open the envelope under the red light of a photography room. What else do we have? Cyanide. Let's have that. That's what we need, cyanide. And what do we have here? It's a big book of home chemistry recipes. A few pages have been bookmarked, some articles are underlined. Collodion is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached. Some supposing that to its peculiar composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. Develop a positive image. You do this by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. The causes of failure. They would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful, or clean or cleanly. The best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formulae, quickly follow clean water over the plaque and start again. Okay. Let's remember that. The image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival. Some kind of red tinted glass shattered on the floor. We know that. We saw that already. But there's nothing else here, so out we go, I guess. Let's go see what that thing was that I opened outside. And should I have opened it? No, I'm not gonna. Don't like the look of that. Let's get out here. There's nobody here. Old ruins lay by the path, Roman in style. Oh, and some blood. Corpse of a deer. Its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead. Could we like take the blood and like coat the light bulb? Yeah, maybe. Let's go back. That could be useful. If we could get that light bulb out of the photography studio. Can you take the light bulb? I can. And I have my lamp, so we're okay. Let's take the bulb. It's reminding me of a scene in Evil Dead. With the blood splattering everywhere and it goes over the light bulb. Let's go and try this. I think this might work. Because now if I do this... Yes! It becomes a red light bulb. Yeah, so that's now that... Well, that's a useful item. But I want to go in here first. Go inside and see what this is all about. Said something about statues. Pane's been broken from the inside. Something's got out then. We've got a bottle. Vitriol oil. We need that for photograph development, don't we? And that's it. There's nothing else in here. Kind of seems pointless. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. Whatever that noise was, I just don't think so. Back garden. We've got a well. An ancient stone well, a rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness below. What about the rope? Oh, something heavy. The rope's broken, I'll keep this end. Maybe there's somebody climbing down there and we've just trapped them down a well forever. It'll be like the ring. Yeah, a little grappling hook. That we might need. Oh, see what we get here. Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there's a small bird of brass. Little brass bird, just what we need. Right, let's go inside. We want to go upstairs, I would say. Just a little concerned about who else is in the house. Because obviously we heard footsteps. We heard footsteps. We're going to the dark room. We're going to try this. See if we can then open that envelope. Because obviously it said not to open it under white light. So here we go, room. You're about to look like a boudoir. A red room. The red room. More Twin Peaks. So, does that mean, so we have to do this like we're developing it. So we put the photograph, the envelope in there, because it's photographic paper, that's why we couldn't open it. We click the vitriol first, that's what it said. And then we use the cyanide. And then we have to rinse it, so we need to turn on the tap. And that should... An image is appearing. A photograph of Anthony and Alexandra. Oh my goodness! We have weird looking creatures. And the light bulb's just gone pop. And they're gone. The weird creatures are gone. Who knows what they are? So nothing more to do here. Just get out of that, because that's just weird. Those weird creatures with the weird faces. Let's go back to his room. See if he's responsive yet. Hey, I've developed a photograph of you and our friend. Do you recognise it? Take a look. It's Anthony and you, and there's someone else blurred in the background. Who's the third person? Does he mean something to you? Okay, well he didn't say anything, but what's this? He's dropped something. The bird awaits. Piece of clockwork, a hand. A clockwork hand? Can we take it? Does that... No. No, it's not for the bird. There's a clock hand, so we have to find a clock. What's that? Cuckoo clock. It's missing the bird. Oh, well, there we go. That's good. So, that probably is what we're looking for. It's missing the bird. There's the bird. Put it in the clock. Let's take another look at the clock. The face of the clock has been turned sideways. So now we're going to go down. Downstairs, because I think there was another clock there. And obviously all the clocks are set by like one clock. Here we are. And this doesn't have a hand. So one of the hands is missing. We want to take the hand, put it on the clock. So then I need to set the clock to... Well, it's 6:15, isn't it? It's 6:15, but the clock isn't like in the right places. It is turned. So it's turned sideways, but not like, so it's 45 degrees. 6:15 would be like 3 o'clock. Takes quite a long time to get around this though, but yeah, 6:15 would be 3 o'clock. Because it's turned, it's rotated. Is I think, let's see. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. There goes the cuckoo clock. Let's go up here and see what's going on. Something's there. Xylothal. The bird's burst out at the stroke, now its beak's open. And what's in the bird? There was a key inside the bird. There we go, we got a key out of the bird. So what's that done for us? Let's go downstairs. Oh no, we want to go outside. We want to go in there. Because I reckon the only place we've not tried is this. And it's locked. So yeah, that would make sense. It's locked, there's a key. Oh my goodness, more crows. More crows. What have we got here? Mold and dust on a portrait. Subject's indistinguishable. Some drawers. Several drawers. Open them and see what's in them. Inside this one's a gardener's shovel. We'll be having that then. Doesn't appear to be much else in here though. Is there? What's that? Remains of a Roman mosaic behind the wall. I don't think. Oh, here's those creepy statues they were talking about. No, do you know what? I'm getting like Doctor Who Weeping Angel feelings about that. And we're not going to stand around waiting for statues to wander around. They'll probably appear somewhere later. They'll probably appear all around us at some point. What's this? Oh, we've got a grave. Looks like someone was buried here. Well, yeah, that's kind of what you'd expect with a grave. Let's see who it was. Or if it's hiding something else. We're just robbing graves, guys. What do we have? A lock. Rusted lock. Oh, well this was like an acid, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, must be on the right track. There's the guy removing us from the ground. Remains of a humanoid body, but with a grotesque animal aspect, maybe a small ape. It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike. What's that? Rolled up canvas. Let's have it then. A map of the stars. Deneb, the Summer Triangle, Altair, and Vega. That's exciting. Let's get out of here then. How do we get out? There we go. Let's get back in the house. There's nothing else here now. Oh, we've got a scream. Let's get upstairs to Alexandra's room. Let's go that way. Quickly now. He's gone. He's not in his bed and he's not in his chair. What's that in the chair? Oh my. The lights just got blown out. Diary pages on the wheelchair, paper ripped apart. A strong wind cracked a larger branch of the old oak in the garden, found it hard to get to sleep. Don't know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night. Seeping through the open window, I looked outside and saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony. I felt immensely happy. Stared at him for a while. Heard the sound of the frozen seat. A noise behind me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Alexander's snore. He was sleeping. And he made the decision to leave the house. Let's go out here. Why did these doors just open? Oh look, it's one of those angel statues. Holding something. A lens on in a metal ring. Let's have that then. It's a crystal now, apparently, not a lens. That's exciting. Let's get the hell out of here. Because that's just so dark. But only in that room. It's obviously blown out the candles. We're gonna go back to the basement where those statues are. That came from a statue. I'm wondering. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. Somebody talking. Let's keep going. Any more weird speech? No, we've got a doorway. Oh, what's this? A book in a language unknown to me. Scrawled annotation at the side. This is no other as the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something we didn't understand at that time, to accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theatre, and there help us to look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, to apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Well, we'll never know, will we? Or maybe we will. Cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Okay. I'm trying to see what else is here. Let's go this way. What's that? Jars and test tubes, everything soaked in chemical residues. And the air is filled with the smell of vinegar. So there's another hole in the wall here. And there's not really anything else to do. Dust-covered beakers with repulsive liquids. And another room. What's that? That's a telescope, is it? We've got a telescope. That would presumably have something to do with that thing we looked at. So we're looking at Altair, Deneb, and Vega. Well, Altair. Hold on. Is the third one up from the middle at the bottom of the screen? Is it that one? Let me just check that. Yeah. And Deneb is, I suppose it's the top left corner essentially. No. It's that one. It's that one. What was the last one? Vega. Okay, I see now. That one. That one. And that one. There we go. Now what does that do? Correct, this is the summer triangle. Okay, and we have this crystal, which would make sense to go Maybe like a filter on a telescope? Oh, and there now we have astrological signs. We've got, if I remember rightly, it's Gemini. I don't know what that one is. Is it Cancer? Because they're astrological signs, aren't they? Let's exit that. What else have we got? Wooden secretarial desk, carved, flip top, has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. Okay. Oh, okay, so we want that one. Is it that one? No. No, it wasn't the direction it was facing, it was that one. And there's the like Gemini sort of symbol. And the other one was that kind of... Oh, I don't know what it is, because I was contemplating Capricorn, but I still think it is. Small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes, only one of them remains. Oh. More weird talking at the bottom of this pit, apparently. I guess we're going down. Ah! Oh, hang on, this was where we were at the beginning. Alexander. Let's go talk to him. Alexander. He won't speak. Okay, let's give him a wee injection. Maybe that'll help him speak. This is what he asked me to search for, is it not, Alexander? Am I right? The last door, Xylothal. The last door we can cross together. What should I do? I'm waiting for you here in the mist. It's nearby, I can hear it. What's nearby? What do you hear? You hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. Nah, we're not afraid. I am ready. Sit down. Sure, I'll sit down. Why not? What are we doing? So I'm giving him the syringe. Oh, yes, I had to give him the syringe. And now we're in a red cross with weird symbols of spiders and just all sorts of nastiness, really. Oh, do you think we'll find any clue here about Devitt's whereabouts? The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they've overlooked something. What about this room? There's a sealed letter between this table and the wall. It looks like Herb Beechworth never sent it. I think it's best that you read it. Please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we're dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Videte nequis sciat. The last door. Oh. Okay, so we're in the fog again. Guess we just keep walking. Let's take a nice quiet walk. Oh, here we have... That's the guy again. Oh. There's one thing he can't say. He can't say that he doesn't do walking away. Ooh. Oh, we've got a forest. The adventure continues in Season 2. So that's fine. So we've completed... There we go. Funded by 2040 backers. Published on February 14th, 2014. So there we go. So we finished Season 1 of The Last Door. Episodes 3 and 4. Apparently the adventure will continue in Season 2. So we'll need to track down Season 2. At some point. I don't know. What do you think? Can we get to Season 2 from here? Surely not. It looks like we can. Right, well, we're not going to do that today, because we've already done the 2 chapters and we've gone quite far. So, 2 episodes, should I say. So, thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed our stream of The Last Door. Looks like potentially we may have some more to play. We will maybe get to that another day. There are some other games we're looking to play as well, some other adventure games maybe just to branch out into, but right now, that was The Last Door. It was quite an interesting game, quite an interesting storyline. Not sure where it goes from there, I guess we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching another Supernautus stream. Remember, everything will be up on YouTube later on. And if you've enjoyed what you've watched so far, please follow me on Mixer, please follow me on YouTube, on Twitter. You'll find me under Supernautus on the majority of those things. Supernautus streams on YouTube. And I hope I'll see you there. And hope we can build and continue to build a great experience. Thank you very much and good night.